alluded to, and those of you on Clubhouse, it's no different. Feel free to unmic. Let's have fun. But I am live streaming, and you'll be part of the Rundown with Ramon show, which is going to be taken off in a few weeks in different directions. I just talked to a distribution partner, a large publishing brand that all of you know. Talked to them yesterday, so we're in motion to take this show to the next level. We're in motion to take some things I'm doing. People asking Ramon, can you mentor me and coach me, etc., to take that to the next level with Ramon Office Hours and more. But I'm glad you all are here. We have a multi-stream, the audio only on the Clubhouse side, and then we have the video part on the streamed across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, which is X, and Yahoo and YouTube and more. So I'm glad you all are here today. Before we dive in, those who are looking at video, you can hear some voices coming in. I want to know, did anybody have anything you weren't able to share? Anybody had anything you wanted to pop in and chat in and talk about before we move on to today's episode of the Rundown with Ramon show? But let me give a chance for anybody who wanted to jump in and share. Anybody else who wanted to talk, have a comment, something you heard, something you have a question about? I got something to share with you. And really the title of today's show is, How Bad Do You Want It? How bad do you want it? I really want to say it like, how bad do you want it? But I want TM to troll me with my you want it, like he trolled Trisha. So I'm going to say, how bad do you want it? That's the title of today's show, How Bad Do You Want It? But let me pause. I always love hearing from the BWC community. Let me hear from you all. Anybody else wanted to jump in? If not, it's all good.
Yes, I wanted to just go ahead really quick to get in there for my coach, my mentor live, Mr. TM, because y'all had him on the ropes talking about, you know what I mean? He had faux fur out there on the streets running. So TM, I got your back. I know you for real.
Hey, I love you. I love you.
That's what about.
What I like you all is how TM had recorded Health's voice ahead of time, like in case somebody comes against me, how he slid that deck up, because Health is not real. She's away right now, and he had pre-recorded that 2 months ago, what she just said, y'all. So that is amazing how you did that, TM, how you got her voice, and I don't know if that's AI or what, to respond to you like that, TM. Well done, man. I don't know how you do it. Like in your jogging, it's well done, well done. Wow, wow, Android power. Shantae, glad you're here. Defending TM. Love it, love it, love it, everybody. Again, welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon, where I do one thing and one thing alone. Entertain you, help you have a lot of fun, and hopefully help you grow your business or live your best life as well. And again, love to see those on BWC multi-streaming. I'm going to say hello to Trisha Rue twice, say hello to Christina Howard twice as well. Today's title of today's episode is, How Bad Do You Want It? And Trisha, feel free to put that link whenever you want. So, as Malika Starr of Malika Starr Publishing, as she said just now, she alluded, yesterday I was coaching some of my clients in Ramon Office Hours. My family, my wife was dressed very nicely in a beautiful Indian outfit, and they were having some steak or fish. They were having some mashed potatoes. Hey, Marla, good to have you here on the video side as well. Mashed potatoes, and you could hear the glasses tinkling with water and juices and sodas and things. And the bride-to-be, we were at a pre-bridal wedding. She was there all dressed nicely with her fiance, and they were doing what they were doing, and the laughter was going on, and everything was going well. Now, I had told my friend, her name is Sarah, I told her before, I said, I need you to know, at 7:50, I'm going to leave your celebration. I'm going to leave the environment. I'm going to leave the room because I need to do coaching for my clients. I get to do coaching, as I learned from Lundy, for my clients. I get to do this in Ramon Office Hours. So I'm going to leave the celebration and do it. I had also, of course, told my queen, one of the most important people I got to tell, y'all know how it is at these personal events, I had to tell her, hey, Alexandra Nicole, I had to tell her, hey, listen, I'm going to be slipping away. And she's like, really? Not in a bad way. My wife is a good woman, but kind of like, wait a minute, this is a pre-wedding of our friend. You're not going to be there for it? I said, no, I'm going to be there for it, but I'm going to be there for it only for 1 hour and 50 minutes. I got coaching at 8. And my point is, today's title, it's a very short notice. I fill in for Dr. Jeannie Snyder. Y'all follow Dr. Jeannie Snyder. Those of you who know her, you knew how to find her. Google her name. Make sure you follow her. Sign up for her email newsletter, Dr. Jeannie Snyder, S-N-Y-D-E-R. Amazing person who helps you figure out, are you in your zone of genius? Are you in your genius is what Dr. Jeannie does. She has amazing stories and more. She shares so frequently, always pours into us. So make sure you pour back into her. But the question of the day is, and I have to ask myself as well, I think TM may have alluded to this. Glenn Lundy talks about this maybe on today's show. It's amazing how there's a lot of overlap because I believe success leaves clues. But it's a really true thing to ask. And I encourage you all to ask yourself this. Marcus Black, what's up, brother? Glad you're here, man. On the video stream and more. Marcus Black, you always add amazing value to this community. How bad do you want it? It's easy to talk a good game. We can all talk a good game. Hey, I'm building this. Hey, I want to pour into my kids. Hey, I want to be a good father. Hey, I want to be a good mother. Yo, I want to build a business. Yeah, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a millionaire mindset and all the stuff. We can talk. Me included, it's easy to talk. Easy to talk, Marla. Easy to talk, Greg. Easy to talk, Alexandra. Easy to talk, Marcus Black. Easy to talk, Trisha. Easy to talk, Christina Howard. Easy to talk, Mary Lynn. Easy to talk, Bella. Easy to talk, Adrian. Easy to talk, Julie. Easy. So easy to talk. But putting in the actual work, that is not easy. And success leaves clues, and there's signs of people who are the ones who are doers and who show you how bad they want it. Of course, E.T. hip-hop preacher, Eric Thomas, he's well known as saying, do you want it as bad as you can breathe? And in this season that I'm in, moving from the season of survivability and feeding my family for the last arguably 20-something years, feeding my family, which I'm proud of. They've been on trips with me around the world. Now my daughter is a full-grown adult. She's married. She has a child. That means I'm a grandfather. My son, he lives in a whole other country in Europe. He's married. Him and his wife are expecting a child, so almost a two-time grandfather. I'm 53 years old, been married for over 30 years. But I've been in a season of providing for my family, and I'm very proud of that by God's grace. Very proud of that. Before I was poo-hooing that, but it could have been a friend of mine like TM or somebody stopped me and said, Ramon, stop saying you just provided for your family. That's big. But now I'm in a season, thanks to my friends like Lamar Tyler, I'll always shout his name. I always give credit to a credit is due. He has kind of unlocked some things. Being on this platform here, Glenn Lundy, he's one of the first people opened me to my eyes to personal development. I didn't really understand so much what it was and why it was so important until he unlocked it. I honestly thought it was a bunch of people that had to light candles, cross their legs, and do chanting. Didn't know it meant that it was just living a better life. But I'm on this season. I've been in this journey, the past year, past few months, of I got to do more. And not I got to do more because I have to, just for sake of doing it. Hey, Karen Isaacs, good to have you here. Aging icon. Y'all look up Karen Isaacs, aging icon. That woman is on fire. But I'm in a season of saying, I am determined to build more recurring revenue. That's one. I need to build more recurring revenue in my business and stop just waiting for brand sponsorship deals. Now, listen, there's nothing bad with a $250,000 deal, which I've done before, several times, or twice at least. But the point is over $100,000 in a brand deal. I've done that, and I'm very proud of that. But waiting for that can be a slog, because when it doesn't come, you can be in feast season, or rather famine season for a while. So I have that. Brand sponsorships, I'm happy for that. I have the speaking revenue that I have, and it's great to be a speaker. But every time you see me in an airplane, don't mean somebody's giving me a check. I need you to understand that. I do a lot of things for free, a lot of things to add value, a lot of things to build community, a lot of things to do in partnership with others, which I'm very proud of doing it. But all of it's not some $25,000 speaking fee paid. So I have my speaking. And I have the other deals that I have with zoneofgenius.com as I build a media brand. But I said, something's missing. And so I woke up. I got woke. No, TM, not like that. Calm down, TM. Calm down, TM and Mary Lynn. All y'all people, calm down. Ramon is not woke. Calm down, people. Now, pray for me, Marcus. But the point being here is that I had an awakening, an unlocking. And again, BWC side, I'm not preaching y'all today. Feel free. I'm going to stop and have y'all on mic and talk. We're going to run BWC as usual. Even though I'm live on video, I want people to hear your voices. But I had an awakening. Even though I had those 3 lines of revenue, come on, Trish, you know what I'm saying. Even though I had those 3 lines of revenue, that I need to build more recurring revenue in my business. And I need to take the reins of my destiny more in my hands. Not that it can't be with speaking, not that it can't be with brand sponsorship, but there was something that was missing. And that was, I have literally thousands and thousands of people who follow me. My email list is about 10,000 almost and growing. Social media followers and more who ask me, Ramon, can you help me? Who say, Ramon, can you work with me? And I've been saying, no. But over the last few months, seeing the success friends like TM Hyman are having, seeing the success, people like, I don't know who else does coaching, but other people do coaching and platforms. I said, maybe I can step into that because I've been saying for years, I don't do coaching. What's up, Mary Lynn? Oh, Mary Lynn, you're hilarious. And I've been stepping into something new because I need to have a different revenue streams for my business. And then something else hit me, this new delivery that I have of Genius Talks, new event series, geniustalksevents.com. So here's what I'm getting at today as I'm coming to a pause. I want to hear from the BWC team as well. When I say how bad do you want it? Just like we've talked about Patty, when she was talking to TM, there's been something changed in Patty, something different. Something's been unlocked, unleashed. This is happening for me as well. Now, you may think, Ramon, I thought you already unlocked. I thought you already unleashed. You have not seen anything yet. But what does it take? What are some signs that you can tell that people want something really bad? What are signs you can tell? And I'm going to tell you what it is. One, it's the sacrifice they're willing to put in. You can see any athletes do that. Simone Biles, Michael Phelps, other athletes are good examples of this. The sacrifice they put in. The risks they're willing to take. You do the math. The Genius Talks first event, I lost money. Do the math. I had 20 people who paid $49 a ticket. That's revenue there. Food cost me $700. Photographer cost me about $1,000. The room cost me $600. The event staff I hired cost me $450. You do the math. I printed some signs at Staples. That cost another $150, $200. Lost money. But let me explain something to you. The impact I made, the value of that event, of Genius Talks, the kudos, the testimonials we've captured on video, and who attended, people like Pia Silva, people like Carolyn Harroth. She's a coach to gangster coaches. The people who attended, people like Patty, people like Lauren Feldman, publisher of 21 Hats podcast, former editor at Inc. and entrepreneur. The people who are coming to Genius Talks, it's risk and it's sacrifice to build something different, to build. So that's one sign you can take of people who say, I want it really bad. Are they willing to take risk? People who are not willing to put up something and to take some measure of risk, I doubt they really want it. I doubt they really want it that bad. So that's number one. I'm going to come to a pause here in a minute. How much risk are they willing to take, or are they willing to take any risk? Malika Starr says it here in the chat. Impact is priceless. So that's number one. Number two, how consistent are they at it? I must admit, I'm not consistent at everything. I said I want to play piano. I took some lessons. I stopped. Shame on me. Going to the gym, I've been going to the gym consistently for a few months, but I stopped in recent days. Now, I haven't stopped my push-ups and stretches. I still do push-ups. I still do my stretches. I'm still careful what I eat, but I haven't gone to the gym on a regular basis. I don't know if shame about it either. But my coaching, I've been doing it for 4 months now. Genius Talks, that train is gone, baby. We already got events planned for April. We're already doing partnerships in more places. That train is gone. So the second measure of somebody, how bad do they want it? How consistent are they? Third sign of someone, when you ask how bad do you want it, are they willing to sacrifice their family to some degree for it? Scott Simon, who's coming up in a few minutes, is one of the best examples of it. He's not sacrificing them like they're danger or have no food or something like that. No, not that kind of foolish sacrifice. He's not. No, not that. But in this season, he's told his family, Daddy, husband is going to be away for a season. I may need to take 6 months, a year. I need y'all to give grace because I'm building something. I have a vision. I have a future. I have something that I'm building that is going to pay off of us for generations to come. And in order to have that pay off us for generations to come, I need you to give me a few weeks, a few days, a few months to build this for us. Joseph did that. He spent a few months, a few years in jail. He spent a few months, a few years in uncomfortability so he can have eons of generational impact for generations to come. So that's number 4. Are they willing to make others uncomfortable? And number 5, are they willing to ignore the naysayers? Trust me, It's not easy when you build something new, when you build something different, because you got everybody chapping in your ear. Some people are meaningful. Some people are not. Some people know what they're talking about and you should listen to them. But it is what it is. You just got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. So it doesn't mean ignore everybody. You want to listen to the right people, etc. Know who that's around you, right? But my point is, these are some signs you can tell when people say, I want it really bad. Do they really? Do they really? You know how many places I've flown to, how much I've invested just to be in the presence. T.M. Hyman talked about this in this segment. Y'all should check out Leadership on Demand. T.M. Hyman is doing such a great job at that program. Such a great job. So my encouragement today, we're about halfway through this segment here for Dr. Jeannie Snyder, but I encourage you, those who want to work with Ramon Ray, check out RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. Definitely check that out, RamonOfficeHours.com. If you're saying, hey, I like what Ramon's saying, maybe you don't know me, maybe you know me, but if you want some mentorship, you want some coaching, it's an amazing program that we have at RamonOfficeHours.com. I'm going to pause. I love being on BWC doing this because Breakfast with Champions, the Clubhouse social audio app is so amazing because people can unmic, say their name, and join me, which will going to happen right now. Anybody wants to join me? Unmic, say your name, and let's talk about it. And if not, it's fine. I can keep talking forever and ever. And ever I'm in.
Hey, Ramon, I just saw Holly drop in the chat. Ignoring the naysayers is hard. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Listen, ignoring the naysayers is necessary because, you know, a lot of people talk about what they think, how they feel. Very few people speak out of experience. Yes. And so the naysayers are people who will never do the thing that you're trying to do anyway. That's why it's important to ignore those people. Yes. Ramon, what has your experience been with the naysayers, brother?
TM, it's hard, man. And I think there's 2 or 3 different kinds of naysayers, TM. One, you and I will never be a naysayer to each other because we're dialed in, you and me and Christina Howard, others in this platform, because we know our hearts are pure hearts in the right place. We're only encouraging. So I want to be clear. There's certain people you just know how they're built, how they're dialed in, Alexandra Nicole and many others. It's only going to be a word of encouragement, a word to help you. So I want to be very clear in that. Dr. Jeannie Snyder, as I said TM before, she came to me when I was live at an event and said, Ramon, this is not going well. I had to adjust. So I want to be clear in that bucket. You know, some people, whatever they say, it's pure. They have your best interest. But there's another group of people, TM, you just got to be careful. It could be your mother, could be your father, could be your auntie, could be a pastor, could be a friend. TM, little jealousy of you. 2, they don't, TM, and I want you to come back in a minute here, they don't know what the heck they're talking about. You telling me how to open up an event, and then I say, how many events have you opened up? None. You know, I can't even deal with you. Can't even deal with you. You telling me how to do an event. TM, I have produced dozens of events with hundreds of people. I can learn a lot, but I need to hear from people who are at my level. So my point is it people jealous talking to you? People who don't know what they're talking about? Or you got people, TM, all they want to do is complain. All they do, TM, every freaking day long is complain. You go and you vacuum the church. They say, why didn't you clean up the closet too? Really? Really? I just felt led to vacuum the church. I didn't even know there was a closet. So the way to ignore the naysayers, TM, do what Tabitha Brown says. Tabitha Brown does this. Naysayer comes to her. She says, bless your heart. Ooh, you better be careful. When a woman of God says, bless your heart, you better be careful. TM, what do you think about that, brother?
It's true. It's true, man. You know, I have deployed many things in which people were like, what the heck, right? What the heck? But again, it's about being a visionary. It's about being a leader. And, you know, it's about flushing out the thing, understanding the consequences, right? Because we have to own it, which is why I have so much respect for you, man, because you talk about losing money. And many of us have lost money with events, products, services. But I don't think we go in expecting to lose money, right? So your outlook on loss, someone may say, well, see, I told you it wouldn't work, but they don't understand, right? That it's setting the foundation for what's to come. A lot of times you have to be willing to invest in yourself. And I think Pastor Jeff reframed this last week. For us who understand, yes, we're losing money, or at least it appears that we're losing money. but all we're really doing is investing in ourselves at the end of the day. And then there's a long-term payoff for that. And so, yes and yes. Back to you, my friend.
Oh, team, I appreciate it. We'll have more comments in 1 second. I just want to share some things. One, shout out to my girl, Tessie's here. Tessie and I go way, way, way back. We're in similar communities. Tessie, I'm sure you saw my comment. Something's come over you, girl, the last few weeks. Tessie's on fire, and I appreciate Tessie, you being here. Just want to shout her out and say her name. Love what you said, Christina Howard here. Look, there's the Clubhouse chat, but I'm also looking at the video chat. Christina, this is it, Christina. You just ignore them and just watch my smoke. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing. You keep yapping, sitting on the couch, just putting your hand in the Doritos bag. And then as I'm moving forward, you just watch what I'm doing. Love it, love it, love it. We got a question here from Alexandra Nicole. I'm going to come back to Clubhouse in a minute. Alexandra Nicole, EYG Events. We're partners. We didn't need nothing formal, but we just rolling together. I'm in her community. She's in my community. And Alexandra Nicole asked some amazing questions. She says, what narrative about yourself did you have to outgrow? What narrative about yourself did you have to outgrow in order to reach your next level of growth? The narrative I've had to outgrow, Alexandra, who asked the best questions in the world, is that what I'm doing now is diving into who I am. I've had to ignore the narrative, Alexandra, that I'm too silly, that I'm just a clown, that I'm just a sideshow. The other people smarter than me. You all may be surprised by it, maybe you don't understand it, but I need you to welcome it and embrace it. I need you to accept it and not reject what I'm saying, because it's the battle that I faced. You don't know, what happens in closed doors. You don't know what maybe in my other communities I'm in. You don't know. You don't know what maybe other people in certain faith communities, what they may say or think about me. You don't know. And I've had to struggle. Am I too much? Now, of course, we can always be too much, and be careful not interrupting, but I'm leaning into, when I did Genius Talks, Alexandra, this is what I leaned into. I put on the website unapologetically, you will have fun. I am owning it. I am not Simon Sinek. I am not Seth Godin. I am not even T.M. Hyman. I'm not Glenn Lundy. I'm not Glenn Rudin. I'm Ramon. And the one signature of what I do, I don't know how deep we're going to go. I don't know. But you're going to laugh and have a great time, and maybe you'll learn. So, Alexandria, thank you for asking that question, but that's what I've had to overcome. Back to BWC. Comments, thoughts, suggestions, input on Breakfast with Champions side. We got several more minutes.
I have one.
Thank you.
I heard Maria. Maria, go for it. And I heard another name. Who's the other name so we can get her name?
That was Mary Lynn.
I hear it at the same time. So Maria, I think, and Mary Lynn.
Maria Lynn, Mary Lynn.
Oh, Mary. So it's both of you. Yeah, Maria, go first, and then Mary Lynn. Maria, go for it.
It's funny because before Alexandra's question, I was thinking, hey, how interesting is it when the naysayer is you? I just wanted to say that. I was talking to myself. I don't know
Yes,
who
Maria.
that resonates with. Number one. Also, I started thinking about the woe is me person that I was last night, crying and upset, overwhelmed and all that. I just this morning had to happen. The message this morning was really so resonating with me. And the thing is, I talk about this word, TM is talking about it too, which is clarity. I need to have clarity, get all my words for the year since 2021, clarity, intentional, action, ready, priority. I need to put all these words back into play because for some reason, somehow, it's keeping me from my word this year, which is bold. I need to chill out. I need to relax. These things would not be in my spirit if not meant for me. So what about when the naysayer is me? And I need to put that in check. And this entire morning has been pouring into that question. And I didn't even know I had that question until right now. So I want to thank you, Ramon, because yes, what about when the naysayer is me?
And Maria, stay with me for a minute. Or actually, no, thank you, because we're running out of time. But Maria, thank you for that. But what I wanted to say, Maria, to that, Marilyn, I'll come right to you. You'll probably be our last discussion before we turn to Glenn Rudin. And again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Those who are watching on video, the voices you're hearing are with Breakfast with Champions in the Clubhouse audio app. Clubhouse is still going strong. So download the app, check out the app, and check out the Breakfast with Champions room. It's still going strong. So my name is Ramon Ray. Those listening on Clubhouse, I have a show called The Rundown with Ramon, live stream on video as well. Wanted to shout Marcus Black. And it's amazing how we all see different versions of each other. Marcus Black to me is like next level. The dude is just, my wife was talking about Marcus Black after she heard him. Oh my God, who was that guy? I'm like, okay, Ron, okay, calm down. This is Marcus Black. Telling you, Marcus. And Marcus here says he had to outgrow stuff, Alexandria. I had to outgrow that I was lazy, incapable, and that I had nothing valuable to say. Can you imagine that? Someone like we think of Marcus Black. He, even as you said, Maria, the biggest critic is him. This is what we must fight. Mary Lynn, talk to me. Jump on in. Come on.
So, oh, there we go, Mike. Mike, I was putting in there, Marcus. Thank you for coming through last week. But thank you for admitting about the clown, the humor, the energy, because there was a day where I used humor as a way to get attention or deflect, self-deprecating, be the class clown because that's what people expected of me. It was a coping mechanism. But when you realize that humor and wit are part of the same intelligence scale, because you have to be able to call things, reference back, have timing, all the things, it is something that is actually an art and that you can enjoy. And I love to laugh. I spent too many days crying. So while at the chamber, my boss continually says, we are not parties, pageants, and parades. We are more serious. I can tell you that people enjoy when you have a lively event. So just check on how you're using that humor and wit. And really, I just appreciated that sentiment because it resonated so much. And it encouraged me to show up. I want to do the rock, paper, scissors from Creative Con with the group at a business after hours. Right now, my boss is kind of on the fence, but I believe in it. So I'm going to have the gumption to stick by it and say, let's just try it because I believe in that energy. It's not clowning, it's energy. So thanks just for that sentiment and that reassurance and motivation to stick by what I know I have seen in action work. So over to you, Ramon.
And Mary Lynn, I'll share with you one thing. Thank you for that, Mary Lynn. Again, we got 2 minutes to go, and Glenn Rudin's going to come up. But one thing I'll say, Mary Lynn, to that, which may help a little bit. Thank you for that, Mary Lynn. You're right. And again, everything, Mary Lynn, we can go off a little bit. Those of us who are like silly and like to joke around, it can be too much. It can be inappropriate at the wrong time. The joke could be just plain stupid. So, you and I identify with that as it were, right, in this conversation. Or somebody who's too serious and too cerebral. We need cerebral, serious people. We need those people. But they can be too much as well. So, but one thing, Mary Lynn, I could understand you talk to your boss about it, probably chat and just seeing what y'all think and opinions and all this. I'm taking it out of context. No time for you to respond. But the point I'm making here, Mary Lynn, some things, especially if you're not going to be fired, it's not fatal, it's minor. Don't even ask, Mary Lynn. Don't even ask. It's your show when you have the next event, you're leading it. Hey, everybody, before we bring up so-and-so, we're going to do this real quick to take 5 minutes. It's called rock, paper, scissors for business, blah, 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 blah. Now, be careful you don't screw it up because you screw it up. Now that's your fault. Now your boss will say, see, I told you, nobody liked it. You ran over time. It didn't go well. That's on you, Mary Lynn. That's on me. That's on us. But once it succeeds and is freaking awesome, everybody will forget they said don't do it. So I'll give you 2 seconds to respond to that, Mary Lynn. But some of the things we do, because I've been there in my church, some things I'll ask. Hey, can I move these chairs back? Can I do this? Other things I'll be like, you know what? I'm just going to turn the lights down a little bit, not ask. Thoughts on that, Mary Lynn, real quick?
Just trusting your intuition and knowing the consequences if you go out on the limb. But yeah, I think preparedness, execute it. Maybe I practice with somebody. Execution will be everything. So thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. We're going to close the video link, and I'll do 10 seconds on BWC before we turn to Glenn Rudin. But anybody who wants to work with me, I encourage you, check out RamonOfficeHours.com, RamonOfficeHours.com. This is the place where I'm providing mentorship and coaching to help you build a business. I'm not the guy who's built a $50 million business, but I am the guy that can help you get over $100,000 in gross revenue. I am the guy that can help you get over $500,000 in revenue. I am the guy that can help you build a $1, $2, $3 million valuation business. Why? Because I've done it. I've done it 5 times. My name is Ramon Ray. I'm going to end this link here on the video side. Thank y'all for joining me. Be blessed.